What's going on, YouTube? Son of a Silver Stacker here. Welcome to the best daily U.S. Mint news channel on YouTube. Today's date's the 26th of May, 2026, and in this video, we're going to be talking a little bit about what's going on over at the United States Mint website. Also, there's a new Red Book out, and I'll tell you what, if you only read 26 or so pages of the Red Book, you're going to be a better collector for it. So I would definitely be getting that book if you don't own it already. Now, before any of that, make sure you hit that like button. We're trying to get this video to go viral. Also, if you're new here or you're a returning viewer, make sure you hit subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over to moneymetals.com so I can show you those live spot prices. Yep, and everything is in the red here this morning, unlike what was it yesterday, right? So gold is down $39.95 to $45.44 even Steven. Silver down $1.84 to $77.01. Platinum both down. Platinum down $24.65 to $19.57.45. Palladium down $24.20 to $13.90.15. And Dr. Copper down 9 cents over here to $6.37 per pound. Down here, you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $15.99. For a quantity of 1 through 9, they're going to ask that you pay $93.01. Interesting. Now, the sell to them is going to be $77.98, and that is right there, $77.01. So we're looking at 97 cents above the silver ask price right about now. Let's keep on keeping on. All right, so today at noon, and if you didn't see it here on my page, we are going to be going live. Hopefully I'll be back in time to go live, and if not, I'll be live in my car headed home, and that should be pretty interesting to see how that all works out. But yeah, that's going to be at 11:50 a.m. today. I could be home at 10:30, 10:45, and I'll make it no problem. And if that is the case, I'll probably go live just a little bit early. So there's that. Live streaming the drop today for the Enduring Liberty $50. Will it sell out? Will it not sell out? Will it become unavailable, rather? That's probably because, they don't do sellouts anymore. They just make it unavailable for a while, and then bam, they bring it back in large numbers. Yeah, it's kind of wild like that. Now, let's keep on keeping on. So here we are at the best of the mint Mercury dime gold coin. We still don't have a price yet. That's no big surprise. Mintage limit is 30,000. Household order limit is 1. That means there's going to be 30,000 of these bad boys. And I think that's going to be probably a $300, $400, $500 silver medal right there. It is absolutely stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to see them online sold separately. But you do know that they're going to be probably paired with online. Yeah, selling them in the full set with the gold coin. Now check this out. There's a West Point mint mark here, and there's a 250 privy mark. And I was just, look, I don't know who's over there at the United States Mint doing their quality control and, well, maybe their website. But look at this. It says privy mark. It's a W for the gold coin, and the silver medal has no privy mark. It's not applicable. But then again, that's a mint mark, the W, because the privy mark, yeah, it's a 250. It's a special 250 right there, right? Yeah, it even says so right about here. To commemorate the semi-quincentennial of our nation's founding, the coin features a unique Liberty Bell privy mark with the numeral 250. Well, how do they even say that? They just put W and just call it a day. Yeah, that's the quality control going on at the mint. Now, let's check this out. The semi-quincentennial quarters, rolls and bags, we pointed this out probably 5 months ago, that they are incorrect, pricing these out at $42 because the 100-coin bag is going to be $63 and the 2-roll set is $56. There's not one product in there that's $52. Just saying. Just saying. Now, did you get the message memo yesterday? Well, the United States Mint releases Declaration of Independence quarters into circulation. And if we go back to the Mint website, those are not going to drop until June 16th. Now, this is my favorite quarter, I think. It's probably more favorite than the Mayflower Compact quarter. I do love this coin. The obverse is just striking. Look at that. Bam! TJ right there. Remember that show? Did you ever watch that with William Shatner? That's Thomas Jefferson right there. And the Liberty Bell on the reverse Declaration of Independence. Let's keep on keeping on. This is out of Washington, D.C., May 25th. This just came out yesterday. The United States Mint will begin shipping the 2026 semi-quincentennial quarter honoring the Declaration of Independence to the Federal Reserve for distribution to commercial banks and financial institutions on June 1st. So the coin comes out on the 16th. These circulation strikes, they'll be at your bank and financial institutions on June 1st. And remember, there are certain places that are, well, you know how all places are equal, but some are more equal? Yeah, that's right. Some retailers are going to get these before other retailers get them, and that's the way it goes. The Declaration of Independence quarter obverse heads features Thomas Jefferson, author of the Declaration of Independence and the third president of the United States. Inscriptions are E pluribus unum, in God we trust, and the dual date 1776-2026. The verse, that's the tails right there to you and me, depicts the Liberty Bell ringing. While it is unclear whether it rang out in July 1776, the Liberty Bell often rang to draw people near and share an announcement or a declaration. The bell's crack is visible, the fragility of the bell echoing the fragility of a young nation at its founding. The inscriptions are Declaration of Independence, $quarter liberty, and United States of America. And there's some other information as well. And you probably got this email the other day. Now let's keep on keeping on. We're going to go here to the Enduring Liberty $50. That does drop today. Okay, the 2-roll set is going to be $60. All right, that's there, P and D. Then the 200 coin bag is $180. And there's quite a bit of coins in there. Product limit for the baggage is 50,000. That's tremendous. I don't think that's going anywhere anytime soon. That might be there till Christmas, but you never know. Household order limit is going to be 2. And then the 2-roll set is 100,000. You know how many $50 they've made? Man, that is incredible. Yep, specifications here. No privy mark. It's Philadelphia and Denver mints. Got the reeded edge, 1.205 inches round, 11.340 grams, 8%, well, 8 1/3% nickel, and the remaining balance is copper. There you go. Now let's keep on keeping on. We're going to be talking about an article over here at coinnews.net. And this is by coinnews.net, dated May 25th, 2026. Title of this article is Whitman to release 80th edition of the Red Book in June 2026. And I feel like it was just yesterday that I got the 75th anniversary edition. That was kind of cool. It had like a little nice foil printing on it. Now, there's 2 different ones you can get. Well, this is the paper one. There's the spiral one, and then there's the hardback. The spiral one's pretty cool. You can write notes in the margins and things. But basically, if you don't have a Red Book, you probably should get one because, like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, even if you just read the first 26 pages of the Red Book, your collector knowledge and will grow exponentially. There's so much to it. It is just an incredible book, and every year they make a new one. All right, and it doesn't say what's new in there, but either way, there has 2 people here, like Jeff Garrett, senior editor. Yeah, he's the guy right now in the coin world. It says Whitman Brands will release the 80th edition of the official Red Book, a guidebook of United States coins in June 2026. So that's a month from now, basically, marking 8 decades for one of the hobby's most widely used references. It gives you mintages, varieties, it's all that. I mean, it's fantastic information. The 2027 Red Book, what? Wait a minute, 2027, that's right, that's this year's, right, 2027, will include more than 13,000 coins, tokens, metals, sets, and collectibles, with over 1,000 new additions. Well, you can't beat that, can you? New listings include coin rolls, deep mirror proof light, dimple, right there, Morgan dollars, 2026 semi-quincentennial coins, and expanded coverage of errors, patterns, and modern issues. First published in 1946, and if you have one of those copies, you're probably pretty stoked right about now. The Red Book has sold more than 26 million copies and remains one of the best-known references for U.S. coin collectors. The annual guide provides coin identification details, rarity information, historical background. That's probably my favorite part. I love that historical background stuff, and market values across multiple grades. And I don't use it for market values, but I use it for mintages, rarity information, historical background, not necessarily market values across grades, because I think those change too often. And it says here, the upcoming edition follows A major redesign introduced with the 2026 Red Book. Whitman said that edition sold more than 315,000 copies, up 30% from the 2025 edition. All right, and I think the 75th was 2022. Here we are. Up 30%. It also received the Numismatic Literary Guild's Extraordinary Merit Book Award and reached #1 on Amazon's bestseller list in Antiques and Collectibles encyclopedias. All right, for 80 years, the Red Book has been the foundation of coin collecting, said John Feinbaum, CEO of Whitman Brands. With the 2027 edition, we're not only honoring that legacy, we're continuing to evolve the book based on real collector feedback, ensuring it remains both timely and essential in today's market. And that's pretty hard to do for something that is in print. I think it'd be easier to do a digital version, and that way they could change it on the fly, basically. But that's just, that's old school tech, right? It's 80 years old. Among the collector requested changes, series-specific grading guides have been restored with each chapter, all right, and circulation and proof values have been reintegrated into unified price charts. And like I said, I'm not a fan of the price charts there. They change so much so often. Type coins and related data have been organized within their respective series, while pricing editions include coin rolls. That's kind of cool. And Morgan Dollar Dimple designations. These changes reflect a careful balance between innovation and familiarity, said Larry Jewett, editorial director. We focused on making the book more intuitive and useful without losing the structure collectors have trusted for generations. Right, there it is. And remember, this dude here left, I think it is Coin Week, to go work over there at Whitman Publishing. The 2027 edition also includes market values in up to 9 grades, graysheet-based pricing, GSID catalog numbers, update research, recent U.S. Mint data, and more than 2,000 full-color images. Essays from numismatic experts are also included. All right, collectors will notice, here we go. Collectors will notice several key format updates, mainly grading guides restored within each chapter and proof values reintegrated into price charts with circulating coin values. For 2027, the Red Book is shifting to a summer release schedule. Whitman said the change is intended to allow for more current pricing, the inclusion of newer U.S. Mint issues, and closer timing with the ANA's World Fair money. And that's probably what it has to do right there. Bingo. Moving the release date allows us to incorporate more up-to-date yada yada. Here we go. Whitman said the 2027 Red Book will be offered in multiple formats, including special collector's editions with expanded content, celebrating 250 years of American coinage. Yeah, it's the one that celebrates the semi-quincentennial, right? It's kind of cool. Online exclusive bundles featuring official Red Book label graded 2026 coins are also planned. Yeah, there you go. So they're really taking advantage of the opportunity to sell items. Isn't that fun? Now let's keep on keeping on. We're going to go to numismaticnews.net, and this is kind of really important, I think. It's about grading coins and the slabbing culture in the United States. All right. This is Numismatic News. This is by Richard Gidroyich, published May 23rd, 2026. And this is important. This came out 3 days ago. The title of this article is CoinClinic, Slabbing Culture in the United States. Why do U.S. collectors favor slabbed coins while many world and ancient collectors prefer raw examples? Could it be that there's many U.S. coins that are fake and counterfeit? Could be, and that's maybe why people want to know that the coins they are purchasing are not counterfeit, or maybe have not been cleaned, because generally speaking, if a coin has been slabbed, the grading company, right, one of the third-party grading services, has determined that it is either cleaned, with details, or not cleaned, and that's going to be pretty awesome. So why do you suppose Americans over foreign coins, American coins, should be graded or could be graded more often than their foreign counterparts? It says here, why does it appear collectors of U.S. coins are more interested in getting their coins slabbed than are people who collect foreign or ancient coins? Could it be that they also like to know what they're worth, the value more? Could be. I guess it depends. I would say it depends upon, how much they want to get for their coins. Maybe they want to flip them more often. Who knows? But there are, a lot of people out there that grade coins and then resell them. Maybe it has to do with reselling American coins, right? It says here, Remember what I showed you yesterday about 33,000 enduring Liberty half dollars have been graded? Yeah, that's the most out of any year ever for the half dollars since ever. Population reports available for major third-party certification services indicate. Oh, I got the hiccups. Excuse me. I got to hold my breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. They indicate more U.S. than world or ancient coins have been slabbed. And that's really what it's all about, right? There's graded and then slabbed. In general, the U.S. coin market is more concerned with what could be called fractional grade differences than our collectors of other collectible coin types. The price difference, as an example, between Mid-State 61 and Mid-State 62 can be enormous for a U.S. coin, and this may not be so for a non-U.S. issue. So it really has to do with value, and that's what I'm thinking. But it could be more. What do you think it is? Having coin certified and encapsulated gives the owner more assurance than when a coin is not slabbed. Yeah, absolutely. Is it cleaned? Is it not cleaned? Is it the real McCoy or not? I understand many collectors of ancient coins don't like their coins slabbed. Shouldn't they feel they want the same assurance that slabbing a U.S. coin gives? Well, it says here, there's a significant population of collectors of ancient coins that want their coins to remain raw or unencapsulated. There is a major advantage to having these coins encapsulated if the coins are to be sold. There you go again, value to the many beginners who are still learning about ancients. Not only is the grade important to these collectors, but many of them don't have the knowledge to identify the coins, another service provided by the certification service. Yeah, I mean, if you look, knowledge to identify the coin, this hobby is all about education. And yes, the slabbed coin can tell you when it's from, what the coin's called, and that sort of thing. But if you submit the coin and you don't know what it is, you're going to have a tough time getting that slabbed. All right, it says here, how do I know I can trust the certification service not to switch coins? Yeah, that's always been my that's always been my fear. I'm like, they swapped it out on me. Mine was way better than the grade they gave me. Yeah, have you felt that same way? I know I have. It says I can't speak for all third-party services, but the major services are multi-million-dollar companies servicing thousands of coin every week. Even if a service wanted to switch coins, it would be time-consuming and require a ridiculously large inventory of coins to make this possible. Furthermore, once a service is found out, such a situation would put them out of business. Yeah, that's right. Reputation is everything, and listen, if you damage your reputation, do you know how hard that is to fix? You'll be forever known as that guy. Oh yeah, remember them? They did this. Yeah. Only the noobs probably won't know. So yeah, I can understand that. Do you really think they would risk their business over the modest value of most coins that are submitted to them? It simply doesn't make sense. So maybe I'm a little paranoid maybe. Can I trust a local coin dealer's opinion of my coins rather than sending the coins to a certification service? Well, it says local coin dealers and local collectors, you may know from coin clubs or shows, are an excellent source of opinions and information. Absolutely, if you can find one that you trust, go for it. The disadvantage is that you have no tangible way to convey their opinion about your coin when it comes time to sell it. There you go, value again. Once a coin has been authenticated and graded by a third-party service, it is encapsulated, ensuring you have their opinion of your coin in writing, right there on the slab. Now it says here, when is it best to pursue collecting a truly rare coin versus when to collect a really nice example of a more common coin? Now that's up to the taste and depth of the wallet of a collector to decide between the two. Both are desirable, both have upside potential for their future value. In general, if you are looking for a type coin, I would suggest going for the coin in the best condition you can afford or find right there. If you're looking to complete a set of coins, those dates that are rare in that series may be either cost prohibitive, right, expensive and high grade, or may not exist, all right, in very high grade. So you just take what you can get there, all right. Auction companies have teams of writers who catalog what is to be sold. Can I insist I write the description of my consigned coins? Everything is negotiable, right? You need to negotiate with the auction company to which you plan to consign your coins. If you want the right to either write or proofread the description to accompany your coins. These companies have their own format and style of writing. AI, no, I'm kidding. I don't even know if they use AI or not. They may not want disruptions, not only for those reasons, but also because it would be time consuming to allow the consigners to get involved in the cataloging process. There you go, folks. Now, do you like your coins slabbed? Do you like your coins raw? And you remember, if you have a folder or an album, you can't put coins in there. And does Whitman have a folder or an album where you can put slabbed coins into? That would be kind of cool, right? Yeah. Imagine how large that book would be, considering that the fact that, only a certain number of coins can fit in there that are unslabbed, and then you want to add slabs, you might only be able to fit, maybe 9 coins per page if you're lucky, maybe 6. Yeah, probably closer to 6 coins in an album. Yeah, that are slabbed. That'd be pretty tough. But there it is. That's what's going down. Pretty interesting stuff here. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. Now let's jump over to the +1 action today. Here we go. This is about worry. It says only one kind of worry is proper. To worry because you worry too much. Worry saps your strength. It steals the peace and joy of today. And don't worry about tomorrow, right? Because who knows what's going to befall you today. And that's similar to Matthew 6:3-4. Now here we are. K-Wine Coin News Radio. That was Weezer. And that's the sweater song, Come Undone. Now, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're seeing, please sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Now, what's not free is going to be membership. That is $1.99 per month. And these fine folks right here are helping support the channel through membership. And remember, the membership has a really big bonus to it. These upcoming live streams that we're going to do today. Yeah, that's right. We turn these into a member-only video directly or right after the drop is over. So you get that access right there. And there's a lot of really good information in these live streams. You can't miss it. Now, you all have a great rest of your week. It's a short week for most of us. Hopefully you'll, it's Taco Tuesday already, and the week just started. So that's pretty cool. And like I said earlier, I have the test where I'm going to walk around the bus and point out all kinds of stuff about cotter pins or cotter keys and, oh boy, how to check the oil and the steering fluids and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be pretty wild. Hopefully I'll pass today. We'll see how it turns out. Otherwise, I got to retake it in 72 hours. Anyway, I'm really nervous about it. I can't wait. Hope to pass it today so I can get on the road and pass that driving test. Yeah, it's a process. It's a lengthy process. I'll tell you that. Anyway, you all have a great rest of your day. I'm out.